What began as a simple dance on the beach has turned into the latest earthquake in the world of show business. It all started with a video posted by Yaman on his social media. His current partner, the charismatic Italian DJ Sarah Bluma, dancing barefoot at sunset on the shores of Bodrum. A nearly magical scene until social media exploded. The comparison was immediate. Why? Because in that dance, many saw more than just rhythm and joy. They saw a challenge, a gesture aimed directly at Demet Özdemir, Can's ex, the actress who not only shared the screen with him in one of the most beloved Turkish TV series, but also shared his heart. And let's not forget that Demet is not only an actress, but also a dancer with an extraordinary stage presence. So the question arose, was this a tribute or a provocation? The comments came quickly. Demet has elegance, but Sarah exudes power, said one. Can should stop turning every new girlfriend into a rival for Demet, complained another. Some even accused Can of knowing exactly what he was doing by posting that video. A coincidence or a calculated move to get everyone talking about him again? Meanwhile, Sarah keeps smiling. She doesn't seem affected by the controversy. Her free movements and carefree attitude speak for themselves. She's not competing with anyone, just living the moment. And Demet remains silent. She doesn't play the game. She said it long ago. I don't carry past relationships into the present. I write my own story. But the public doesn't forget. And social media loves a good rivalry. This story is no longer just about a video. It's about identity, about past and present, about two brilliant women caught in a narrative they never asked for. And Can? Silent. But when he stays quiet, the noise around him only grows louder. Because in the world of showbiz, sometimes silence speaks louder than 1,000 words. And you? What do you think? Was it a challenge or just a dance? A provocation or a moment of joy? Leave your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to follow all the twists and turns of this story, which, trust me, is far from over. There are decisions that define not only a career, but also a woman's dignity. And the choice made by Demet Özdemir to definitively distance herself from Can Yaman and embrace a new path alongside a colleague with whom she shares mutual respect and a clean trajectory seems to me one of the bravest she's made so far. It's not just about switching co-stars or signing a new contract. It's about healing, setting boundaries, and protecting herself from a past that no longer offered anything but pain and disappointment. For a long time, many of us believed the story between Demet and Can was more than just television fiction. There was something real in their chemistry, something that went beyond the screen and made us dream. But over time, reality surfaced, and it was bitter, an unbalanced relationship marked by one's ego and the other's cautious silence. Can changed, or perhaps just revealed a side we hadn't seen. And Demet, rather than exposing herself or playing the victim, chose the path of silence and hard work. It's admirable how she managed to rebuild herself without scandals, without needing to prove anything to anyone. She focused on projects that make her grow, surrounded herself with healthy people, and above all, learned to trust herself again. Because after being emotionally used, after being treated like a tool to climb the ladder of fame, as many suggest Can did with her, the hardest part isn't ending it. It's learning to believe in yourself again. The arrival of Biran Tunca in her life doesn't surprise those who have followed her for years. He's not a stranger, nor a newcomer. He's an old friend, someone who was there in more innocent times, when everything felt more real, cleaner. And no, it doesn't need to be a love story to be a good decision. Sometimes the healthiest thing is to reconnect with those who always respected you, who never sought the spotlight at your expense. Many applaud Demet for closing the door on Can for good. So do I. Because it's not about resentment, it's about wisdom. Can chose a life of appearances, of parties, of superficiality, and that life is slowly consuming him, eroding that once brilliant image that won so many hearts. Demet, on the other hand, has grown with grace, with humility, and with an inner strength that many women should see as an example. What strikes me most is her ability to remain true to herself, despite media pressure, public expectations, and rumors. While Can surrounds himself with a partner many see as toxic and controlling, Demet builds spaces of freedom. While he loses credibility, she earns respect, and that can't be bought or faked. It's earned through actions, consistency, and character. The comments say it all. Demet knows her worth. Good for her for walking away from that vulgar environment. She deserves respect and happiness. These are not just blind fans speaking, but people who have witnessed the evolution of an actress who went from rising star to symbol of integrity. Because yes, there are many talented actresses, but few can carry themselves with such dignity when everything around them pushes them toward chaos, scandal, or submission. Demet chose the harder path, but it's the cleaner one. And that choice comes at a price: loneliness, criticism, and sometimes misunderstanding. But it also brings a great reward: peace. And that peace is what we see reflected in her face, in her voice, in her career choices. She no longer needs to prove her strength. She's done it countless times already, not with words, but with actions. Today, while some still hope for a possible reunion with Can, fueled by nostalgia or a longing to relive what was, I only hope that Demet stays strong, that she doesn't look back, because the future she's building is bright, authentic, and free of shadows. And because true love, the kind she deserves, isn't the one that breaks you and then asks for forgiveness. It's the one that never makes you doubt your worth. Demet is not just a great actress. She is a woman who has learned to say no, who has set boundaries, who has chosen to love herself first. And in today's world, that is worth more than any fictional romance.